It was about 3 years ago I decided to delete social media from my phone and take a break. About 10 years prior to that, I had worked in the online social media space. Quite frankly, I was burnt out. I was sick and tired, and I decided to just unplug. Me and my husband have always been big YouTube watchers, and I stumbled upon a woman named The Garden Answer. And let me just say, she inspired me to create this garden that I've created. Now, when I say garden, I mean a landscape garden. Every time I tell people I'm working on my garden this weekend, they say, "Oh, what vegetables do you grow? How big is it?" And I always have to say, it's not a vegetable garden. It's a flower garden. I don't even eat vegetables, but that's a conversation for another day. Today, I want to take you on a tour of my front garden. I've put a lot of work in this over the last year. I need to find some old videos to show you the progress. This is one of my favorite planters. I got this clematis on clearance. It looks a little sad. I don't really know if it's gonna, I had one bloom like right when I planted it, but not much has happened, and I don't really know. This is kind of a variety or a brand I'm not really familiar with, but that's why I planted the yellow flowers and the Supertunia Bordeaux to kind of give it a little bit of color. This is also from the clearance rack. It's a purple fountain grass, kind of struggling. I've been giving it a lot of water. This area right here, this big bunch is a Shasta daisies I grew from seed last year. I picked off the first blooms because I hope it gets thicker at the bottom. It took me a long time to decide what to put here. I searched high and low for the perfect yellow flower. I stumbled upon these at the local garden center. They're actually new to garden centers this year, and they have a little touch of blush, which that's the name. Super cute. I'm excited to see how they grow. I've also put in a drip line this year to really kind of make my life easier. With kids in sports all the time, I definitely need a way to water when I can't always be here to do that because it's getting so big. There's just so much to water. This is my planter. Just planted it up yesterday. I'm always excited to see how the planters will grow over the season. I'm not putting a lot in this section because we kind of have ants happening. Not very fun. I'm gonna have to call the Orchid Man or something. If you've ever had any kind of ant hills, comment below any help you might have. My husband bought these two pine trees around Christmas time. They were very small. I repotted them this spring. Have so much new growth on them, and I'm so fired up. I'm probably gonna keep them in pots and then put Christmas lights on them around Christmas time. I've been really into yellow this year. These are little bobo hydrangeas that they rooted in at the bottom of my plants, and I cut them off. That one's not doing well, as you can see, but that one is doing very well. I'm probably going to keep it in a pot this year and then plant it in the landscape next year. This is just another little house plant. I have most of my house plants on my porch. I actually just took a little one off of one that was dying and put it in there, seeing if it's going to root in and grow. Like I said, these are all my houseplants. I really need to work on this porch. My husband's going to be like, "Why would you take a video of the porch like that? It looks terrible." And it does. He went to a local place called Ollie's and said they had some good outdoor rugs. We need to go over there because I really want this porch to be cute. But these are all my indoor plants. I've brought them all out for the summer. They're doing great. And then this is a pothos that I just planted in these hanging baskets. Going to kind of see if they can root in and really grow this year. They kind of were on their last leg in smaller planters. This is my big baby, my Monstera. I love it. It's so big. I need to get a better trellis because it's getting very large, and I need to pin it up a little better. But it has had so much new growth. I probably really need to repot it too. And then I have these two plants over here. This one's looking a little sad, but I think she's making a comeback. Before we wrap this up, I want to show you the full picture. Some of you guys may remember this was completely grass. It was just too hard to mow. It was too small, so we decided to cut it all out, create this beautiful garden. And I'm so excited to see all of this grow up and come together. It's completely filled up. I have room for nothing else. I'll probably try to squeeze something in. We'll see. I'm sure you'll see in the coming tours. So I'm really excited about this area.